All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So a lot of things came out today. The first thing I want to get on my watch list, though, was Prey, the new movie out on Hulu, the next entry in the Predator franchise. I have my Predator shirt on right now. Huge fan of the franchise. I love the Predator franchise and the Alien franchise. I like the Alien vs. Predator movies. I'm not going to say I like all of them. There are some bad ones. There are some clunky ones. But I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on Prey, the new movie. This will be spoiler free, so if you guys enjoy this review, please make sure to like it. Please subscribe if you're new. But let's talk about Prey. So there's a lot to sort of dissect, talk about this movie. One thing I wanted to just say right away is that it's a really well-made film. Unlike any of the other Predator movies, like since the first one, I would say like this is the most well-made. Like you can just tell right off the bat, cinematography, some of the camera shots, the angles. It's a beautiful looking film, and I love that. Like you can actually feel like the scope of this world that we get put in, which is something that nowadays you don't get too much of. You can notice a lot of the CGI sets or much smaller scale productions. This felt like this grandiose sort of like land, and it's just like there's nothing around besides like these Native Americans and these colonials that show up and everything else. So when this predator comes and disrupts everything, it is this traditional predator hunting prey sort of cat and mouse game throughout the whole entire movie. That's sort of a plus and a minus for me. I like seeing the predator go up against other animal predators, besides humans. Like that is like the main thing about the predator is that he is like the apex predator. Like he's supposed to be like the most highly advanced predator in the universe, right? So to see him go up against all these, big, pretty sure like he went up against the bear in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling that. But he goes up against all these different animals, and to see just predator versus predator sort of fights, I thought it was so sick. The kills were awesome. There's enough blood and gore, so anyone who's a fan of all that in the franchise, there's plenty of that here, like sick kills. So that was a lot of fun. Some problems, though, I would say has to go with the pacing. Again, like that cat and mouse game, it does get tiresome at some point. It does get a little bit repetitive. Because I was liking it in the first half, like really enjoying it. I was like, I love actually the slow pacing of it all. How like we don't really see too much of the predator yet. Like he's very stealth. Like I thought it was really cool. But at some point, like towards the back half, it just got a little bit tiresome. Like I said, it was like, okay, can we actually do something? Like we're actually going around in circles. Like we're not really moving the plot like too much. It did feel repetitive. So that's one of the nuances for me was the pacing, and the characters weren't that good either. There's a characterization problem with this movie. You don't really connect with any of them. I found her cool, the main character, but nothing to really latch onto or make me care for her in too much of a way. I was never rooting for her. We spent a lot of time with her, but never enough to really connect with her. Another thing I want to say is that I think this is a great director. I want him to actually make anyone that knows the Horizon Zero Dawn video games, like the way that this woman moves in this movie was like very similar to her in that movie. Even like Red Dead Redemption vibes with like just the way this movie feels and how it looks. Like I would love for that, like a nice Red Dead vibe, which is also another video game. So the pluses are really that it's a well-made film, looks beautiful. The kills are great. The predator looks sick. Has everything you want in there from like a predator doing stuff wise in terms of like kills and being stealth. But it does have its fair share of issues. So my rating for the movie is a 3.7 out of 5. It's like a low 7, but overall I had a great time with it. Especially in that first half. I was really loving it. I was so impressed by it, especially with the rest of the franchise, how it's sort of been taking a turn for the worse, especially with 2018 Predator. I didn't really like that one that much at all. Actually, I didn't want to say hate it, but definitely a really, really bad movie. I didn't like that one. So to see them taking a new stance on this franchise, taking in a different, unique direction, I think was really smart. And I think it'll pay off overall having this unique entry in this franchise. And hopefully they continue doing these same kind of stories, maybe in different, maybe can go to different planets, or, it's a big universe. Maybe we'll see where they take it next. But this was a really cool movie. But let me know down below, what did you guys think of Prey? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Did you not like it? I can definitely see it being mixed. I don't think it's a Predator movie for everyone. People that like the cheesiness of like Predator 2 or stuff like that, they may not find too much to enjoy here, but everyone's got their own thing. So let me know down below, and make sure you like this video if you guys enjoy this review. Make sure to leave some comments on what you guys think, like I said, and subscribe. So I will see you on the next video. Have a great rest of the day.